Good morning, everyone. It's 2:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, September 8th, 2013. I wanted to report out a story out of Arkansas. A 107-year-old man killed in a police shootout in Arkansas, authorities say. A 107-year-old man died in a shootout with SWAT officers in Arkansas after he failed to surrender, authorities said. Police were called to a home in Pine Bluff where suspect Monroe Isidore was Saturday evening. When they arrived, they were able to determine that an aggravated assault had occurred against two people at the residence, said Lieutenant David E. Price, a Pine Bluff police spokesman. The two victims were led out of the house. When the officers approached the bedroom where Isidore was hiding, he fired through the door, authorities said. None of the police officers were hit by the gunfire. They retreated to a safer area and called for additional help, including SWAT officers who started negotiations with the suspect. SWAT officers slipped a camera into the room where the suspect was holed up and saw he was armed with a handgun, Price said. After unsuccessful negotiations, officers slipped gas into the room through a bedroom window, he said, and Isidore fired rounds at them. The officers broke the bedroom door and hurled in a distraction device, and Isidore fired at them again, according to the spokesman. Officers returned fire, killing him. It is unclear what distraction device was used. No more information was immediately available. In 2010, there were about 53,000 people over the age of 100 in the United States, according to the latest census numbers. A majority of those, 92%, were between the ages of 100 to 104. I tell you, this is so sad because I don't understand, first of all, if they put gas into the room. I presume it would have been, I mean, who knows, tear gas or something. I don't know. But if they slipped gas into the room through the bedroom window, why did they not give that gas time to work? They had already seen him, it said, because they saw he had a firearm. He, they saw that he was an old man. And I just don't understand why they didn't give the gas time to work and then go in and why the man had to die. Probably, I mean, this is speculation, of course, but at 107 years old, if there had already been a disturbance in the house with two other people, which was aggravated assault, in my opinion, which is my opinion, and you don't have to agree with me because we're not alike. None of us are. We all have our own opinions. But I'm sure that man was upset. He may have been, I would imagine he was afraid. We don't know what took place in the home as far as aggravated assault between two people at the residence. We don't know if they were knocking each other around, throwing things, breaking things, what went on to have the place called there to start with. And it just seems to me like there could have been a different way this could have ended. It's so sad. I've noticed here lately a lot of older people are getting killed in very bizarre ways. I realize we're under genocide. They want to get rid of the old, make room for the new, as get the population down, whatever. But to me, there had to have been a better way. I mean, if he had a firearm and they had already fired so many times, I mean, they're police, for God's sake. They're a SWAT team. They should know how many bullets that gun would hold. And let him shoot at the door. Stay away from the door till the bullets were gone. Then go in and get the man if you had to. But I mean, that's just my opinion. Um, I realized the man probably shouldn't have shot through the door at the police, but you don't know what was going through his mind. I feel like he was afraid, and who wouldn't be afraid? I mean, I wouldn't have to be 107 years old. I went through a situation like this one time, and my cat just stepped on my keyboard. um, Sorry about that. I went through a situation very similar to this one time, and I got I got beat up as a result of it because my stepfather was after my mother, and she locked herself in my bedroom, and I just had surgery, and he backed me into a corner with where there were knives, and somehow God gave me strength, and I pushed that man out the door and slammed it, which he could have just as easily grabbed the knife and stabbed me, but I was able to get him out, and I did call the police, and they took him away. But I just don't know, I can't say, but it's just my opinion, it's just sad because here this man had lived for 107 years. Think about that. How many of us will actually get to live that long? With the way things are going, we'll be lucky if we're here a year from now. And it's just sad that he had to die in such a violent way. That's all I can say. It really upsets me. I'm really not feeling well, and it's 3 a.m. now, so instead of staying up and watching the sun come up like I usually do, I think I'm gonna call it a night for the night, guys. And I'll start back on some more things sometimes tomorrow. Um, if I can talk by then, and not cough all over you. But keep me in your prayers, and I love you guys, and I pray for everyone every night, every day, every morning, that somehow things are going to change in our country for the better, and that somehow we're going to make it through all of this. I know that things look real bad right now, but please try to keep faith or keep hope. If you're not a Christian, at least try to have hope and positive thoughts, and hopefully things will improve with all of us working together. But we need to all help one another the best way we can. Unfortunately, I have no one to help me. I'm stuck here, and I'm probably going to freeze to death this winter because my roof's fallen. It's fallen in my kitchen. I got buckets catching water every time it rains. I've got bugs and mosquitoes flying in the house. I don't have any air or heat. I've got a stupid little fireplace to try to stay warm this winter. And it's not going to be warm with the hole in the ceiling. But I may not have to worry about it because if we go to war, I just may not have to worry about it. Anyway, I love you guys. God bless you. Take care. I'll talk to you later.